Alright, quick crypto news update, starting off with Elon Musk's company Tesla. So it seems like since we've had Tesla's most recent earnings report come in yesterday, we found out that Tesla's sold 75% of their Bitcoin. Back in February of 2021, Tesla held just over 42,000 Bitcoin, which was purchased at an average price of $31,620. This is marked by this green horizontal ray on my chart, and this green box over here was their accumulation range, which gave them their average price right down here. Now, coming into the months of May/June, Tesla sold 75% of their Bitcoin for an average sale price of $28,888, marked by this red horizontal line here. What's interesting about this is they sold for just over a 9% loss. They still have over 10,000 Bitcoin, but they've yet to comment over on Twitter about what has happened so far. So one other thing that I do find interesting about this is depending on whether they sold at the beginning of May or depending on whether they sold at the beginning of June, if they sold at the beginning of June, they could have potentially been selling into, once again, this red horizontal line was their average sell price. So they could have basically been selling into support. You can see, we spent a lot of time coming back down to this range. And if they did sell at this approximate value, selling a ton of their Bitcoin, this could have had a dramatic effect in pulling the markets down to a lower price. Now, what is also interesting is Elon Musk said, months and months and months ago, basically a couple months before he dumped, that he's looking to hold Bitcoin for the long term. I also found information, once again, right here, we were talking about this. They either sold at the beginning of May or the beginning of June, because there was a price gap on when it went higher. So unless they sold, up here and then on average down here and average the two out, they were either selling, back here at the beginning of May, or what I think is more likely, they were selling at the beginning of June. If Musk did sell at the beginning of June, then he could have had a very, very strong effect on the capitulation into the markets. It's also interesting how he sold when basically a bunch of these other companies were going bust. So either it was to protect his capital or to DCA at a lower price. Nonetheless, you can't really blame him. It's his own company. I don't really care. I honestly would rather Elon was not in the crypto space to start with. Now, moving on to some other news. If we pop over to this article, you can see lunatic Mike Novogratz, crypto industry looks like a bunch of idiots. This was a quote from him. Mike Novogratz thinks the recent crypto chaos, from the Terra blockchain and Luna token crash to the bankruptcies of Celsius and Voyager to Free Arrow's capital missteps, have made the industry look like a bunch of idiots. Now, this is completely hilarious because this is the tattoo on his arm. He's got a Luna tattoo on his own arm. So if none of you know who Mike Novogratz is, he's basically one of the sketchier celebrities in the cryptocurrency space. Let's just leave it at that. He was a heavy endorser of Luna, and him telling people that are in the cryptocurrency industry that are looking like idiots right now, I mean, looking at his tattoo, I definitely agree. So nonetheless, that is the news for today. I will make a TA update in a little bit, but yeah, what do you think about this? Elon Musk, the earnings came out for Tesla. Turns out he sold 75% of his Bitcoin, once again taking a 9% loss from when his original buy-in prices were in February. That's all I've got for you today. As always, my friends, cowboy out. Peace.